guys, welcome back to Blood Rush Wrestling. I'm your host, Mr. Blood, and today we're going to talk about a very specific topic regarding Sami Zayn, and if Sami Zayn is in fact turning heel at Wargames. And I think there's a lot of basis for this, mainly because even though, yes, we did have that prior to Crown Jewel, Sami Zayn was in fact seen speaking to Solo Sikoa outside in the parking lot and seeming to have a very, very, very calm conversation. There wasn't any animosity, it seemed. It seemed like they were actually talking. And a lot of people assumed, myself included, that, well, it could just be him trying to smooth things over with Jey Uso on Jey Uso's behalf. But what if it were all a setup? Kevin Owens has already turned heel again on Randy Orton, and a lot of people didn't think Kevin was going to turn heel again anytime soon because his last year and a half, 2 years of his babyface run has been so popular. We kind of thought he was going to stay a babyface for a long time, but the same thing could be said with Sami Zayn. He's so popular. The Bloodline story got him so over that to turn him back to the heel he was prior to that, the Johnny Knoxville, the conspiracy theorist heel, would almost feel like it undermines all that goodwill he has, because if you're looking at the industry, you only have so many few true and through baby faces in today's day and age where the crowd loves you as a baby face. They're not chanting for you to turn heel. They're not bored by you being a baby face. And to get a true baby face in 2024 in professional wrestling is a fucking milestone to say that you could accomplish that. You know, only a few people off the top of my head could really stake a claim to that. You know, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso. You know, it's a very small list. And especially in a day and age where more people like and want heels, it's very hard to be at that level as a face. And Sami has accomplished that because, and I like it because Bubba Ray Dudley says this often on the Busted Open podcast. He says often, Sami is a master. He has truly mastered the art of the struggle, from fighting underneath, from fighting from the underdog position. He has mastered that level of his performance, of his character. You see Sami, you want to see him fight. You want to see him come out from under. You want to see him win. And so to see him turn into a sniveling heel would almost feel so lackluster, in my opinion. Now, as far as Wargames is concerned, obviously Sami's coming to SmackDown this Friday night to confront Roman Reigns for the first time in a long time, and the Usos are going to be in the ring too, and it's going to be all four original members of the Bloodline together trying to hash this out. Now, here's the thing. If they work it out, could we see the potential of what happened the last time that Bloodline was in the Wargames? Where Kevin was trying to get, a hold of Sami's better conscious decisions and trying to help Sami wake up from the tyrannical rule of Roman Reigns, or the rule that Roman had over Sami's brain, and essentially free him from the clutches of Roman's tyranny. And at the last possible second, just so Sami could make sure he secured his place in the Bloodline to prove that he was with them, he turned on his best friend and screwed Kevin over. Now, what happens if in this Wargames he does it again? But this time, what if he does it to Jey Uso himself? When it looks like that Jey is going to get a leg up, what if Sami turns on Jey? And even if he doesn't turn on Jey, what if he turns on Roman? Because he still thinks he's protecting Jey and Jimmy from Roman. He doesn't think Roman's changed. So he screws them all over in favor of trying to back Solo Sikoa, because Solo has promised that Solo has promised that, hey, I can protect the Usos from Roman Reigns. So what if we get Sami turning heel at Wargames just when it looks like the OG Bloodline is actually going to win? Sami pulls one over on all of us and they swerve us, and it's heel Sami Zayn. Because here's the thing. Roman, when he came back, he said, some things change, but not me. But that's not exactly true, because yes, he kept his arrogance, he kept his mystique, he kept his aura, he kept his cool factor, but he's still a babyface. He is a babyface. And we still have to wonder what's going on with Paul Heyman in the mix as well. What if Paul Heyman turns on Roman? What if Paul Heyman comes back at War Games and actually does go back on his word and endorses Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa and the Tongans as the actual bloodline? If he acknowledges them, it could really, really stir this story up for when The Rock returns. What if The Rock was able to get in Paul Heyman's head and get him to flip sides? There's a lot to go over there, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below as we are approaching. We got about 3 weeks until War Games. Let me know in the comments below what you think, guys. Again, Mr. Blood. Follow me over on TikTok. Links will be in the description down below. Also, you can follow me over on Instagram at Mr. Blood. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.